I am joined by incoming forward Daniel Tedesco here as we catch up with everyone. Now getting very close to training camp, but as I understand it, Daniel, you got back to the area not too long ago. Where have you been in the summer, and what does that look like for you?
Yeah. Well, first of all, I'm excited to be a part of the team. But in the summer, I kind of split time between Barrie, Ontario, where my family's from, and then Minnesota, where my wife's from. So I kind of split training from over here and in Canada as well. Currently, I'm in Minnesota. Planning to come down to Bloomington pretty soon, hopefully, and get things going.
Yeah, we're excited to have you, and a little bit about you personally. You mentioned it. Your family's in Ontario, and you said your wife is in Minnesota.
Correct. Yeah.
How did you end up back here in Bloomington, or as you come into this season? That that's kind of a unique, home here, and
Mhm. Yeah, so Bloomington's kind of directly in between Minnesota and Toronto. So that was one thing I thought about, but obviously not the main point. I decided back in May that we decided we wanted to come back to the US and play here for another couple of years or so. And I had a couple of great conversations with Coach Barsky. Actually, our first virtual meeting this summer, he already cut up a few clips for my games from last year. So I just knew right away that it would be a good fit between us. He seems like an extremely hardworking guy and not only wants to win, but wants to help his players become the best players they can be. So yeah, essentially after a couple meetings with Barsky, I knew it was a great fit.
you've had a lot of stops in the career in Italy, and playing over there most recently. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you'll be in the runnings to make the Olympic team.
I guess it started back in college. I realized that my parents were both Italian and I could get my Italian citizenship pretty quickly. And I realized that that could maybe help my career in Europe. So I did that and I tried 1 year in North America and it didn't go as planned. And I knew I had to play 2 years in Italy to become an Italian player. So right after my first year here, I went over to Italy and played, I think, 4 years in Italy. And then I think my first year with the national team was my third year there. And I've been kind of playing for them ever since, whenever I could. In the UK league, it was a little different because the league didn't end as soon as the tournament would start. So it was kind of hard to get over there. But I did play two world championships with Italy. Both I thought went pretty well. This most recent one was a better result for sure. We got promoted to the top division, and yeah, I kind of felt like this was a kind of a tryout for the Olympic team. Um, and back when I got the citizenship, there like it wasn't announced yet that Italy would be hosting the Olympics, so that wasn't even a thought in my head at all. And I never thought Italy would qualify for the Olympics. It's some pretty elite talent in there. So this year we'll have a few camps in November and December, which I'll have to go to, probably one at least, which means I'll unfortunately miss some time with Bloomington. But yeah, so I've been told that the team will be announced in December, and yeah, I'm just gonna go to a camp and do my best.
That's incredible. I can only
Mhm.
imagine like the thought that going through your mind just at the possibility of it, and
Mhm.
um, when you think of inspirations growing up and people that you model yourself after, just thinking that you could be that and will be that for young kids, and what is that feeling like? And do you think about it, or do you try to make sure that you're staying where you're at?
Yeah. Well, a lot of the time I still feel like I'm a kid, like when I watch at the NHL games and things like that, like I look up to a lot of those guys as well. So it is hard to kind of imagine myself as that person for a younger kid, but when I do see them and how excited they are at games, like it is a pretty cool feeling to know that we could supply that enjoyment for them.
To your game personally, what can Bloomington fans come to expect from you? It seems like you have a lot of experience that'll make you a leader in the locker room as well, but for what people will see immediately on the ice.
Yeah, so on the ice, I believe I'm more of a playmaker. I like to create plays and make the players around me better. I want to bring energy and compete and drive a winning culture. I want to help the guys understand that they need to hate to lose. And I think that's the biggest thing and for a culture for a team is when players are, showing on the ice that they hate to lose, that is infectious and everyone around will hop on board.
Hopefully, it's something that spreads naturally. I think it will. It's part of that kind of leading by example and how
Mhm.
you carry yourself, and people see that you have success and want to model it. Much like the Olympic conversation, but really anything in careers, I think. So, do you know any of the people that are any of the as we continue to announce players, and now we're very close to training camp. But do you know any of the guys that are on the roster? Have you had a chance to talk with any of them?
Yeah, so I played with Kohei Sato in Belfast. So we talked a little bit in the summer, and he was telling me about Bloomington. So he actually played a part in me signing with Bloomington for sure. We had a great friendship over there. Kohei is a secret undercover good chef. And he would come over to our place in Belfast, and we'd make homemade dumplings. So yeah, so I'm super excited to see Kohei. I actually did see him at the World Championship because, as you know, he plays for Japan. So we hung out a little bit in May in Romania together.
That's awesome. Although I imagine that too many dumplings can't be good for the waistline.
We'll burn it off on the ice.
Well, thank you so much, Daniel. I appreciate it. And I know that everybody here is excited to meet you in person and all the things that you're going to bring to the team and follow your journey along and support you everywhere that you go.
That's awesome, man. Thank you so much. And yeah, I'm excited to meet everyone too. Thrilled to be here. And yeah, let's make it a memorable season.